Hey guys, what's going on? So now we are what, 4 days post show. About to get my bloods done from the blood lab. Basically, I never used to get my bloods done. I was a little bit lazy, like a lot of people are, you know, and say, oh, I'll do it tomorrow, I'll do it next time. But for the past, well, I say 6 months now, these guys take my bloods, looking after me every single week, every single month, after every post show. So today, I'm going to give you a little insight on what I do and what I think you should do. You know, this is more of an educational video than anything. You know, basically look after yourselves and what's going on. You know, we see so many people lately, you know, passing away, getting ill and pulling to the sport. We don't want that. We want the sport to thrive. So look after yourselves. It's good to be big on the outside. Make sure you help you on the inside as well. Now, I'll put you through to the doctor. Let him explain what's going on. Because my black ass hasn't got a fucking clue. It's got the veins there and that's about it.
Yeah, so we're going to be doing full bloods, so full blood spectrum. We're going to be running full blood count, liver function, kidney function, pretty much everything you need. Everything in terms of the thyroid, full hormone panels, everything. So what we do, we place a cannula in the arm as we normally would do. We'll draw the blood from the cannula rather than having to prick you twice in either arm. And then after we've done the bloods, we'll put you straight on the IV drip. The IV drip we've got today is based around antioxidants. So we've got full-scale B vitamins, high-dose vitamin C, B12, we've got glutathione in there as well, we'll do that as a push. Biotin, we've got things like thiamine in there as well to help with insulin sensitivity. It's a real well-rounded drip. We tested it for probably about 4 or 5 weeks before we were happy with the dosages, and now it's kind of the one that we really give post-contest to get you back into the swing of things. As I just mentioned to yourself there off the camera, we're going to be doing bloods now with you every 4 weeks. We hope from there we'll be able to see post-show things aren't going to look pretty. Yeah. We both know they're not going to look pretty. It's getting you back to a level where we're happy at. Obviously, as you know, as a bodybuilder, the range bars that we use, they're not really fit for bodybuilders. Yeah. We know full well, you know, guys coming in with CKs of thousands, and it's a normal reading really for someone that goes to the gym. What we try and do is really mitigate any potential stress by supplementation, by IV drips, and then when you come back into the season next year, you'll come back fully fit. What we're going to be doing as well, probably bi-monthly, regular ECGs. We've got an echo offering starting in January as well that you'll be obviously first to use, and then from there we'll hopefully get a decent basis of your health.
This is all up with my fucking shitting problems, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
So
yeah.
With me struggling to so the last 3 shows, I've been shitted, like a lot of fucking just fluid like the last time.
Yeah.
That's to reckon this is all like fucking it's to do with it, helping it.
The majority of bodybuilders don't have the same diet as you close to a show. Yeah. You know, how many bodybuilders that you know have a biryani 2 days out, you know, it's just you're just not the norm. So what we need to do, we need to kind of need to find out what the issue is, why you're coming away and having stomach issues. I don't think it's the food, to be honest, because I think it's normalised to yourself. Yeah. There may be an issue with dehydration, obviously coming off stage, having, you know, done full rounds of posing, etc., and then trying to restart your intestinal tract up again. That may be an issue, but we'll find a way. We've put things like biotin in here as well to start. What we're going to do, obviously, in 4 weeks' time, after everything's cleared out, we're going to be looking at some allergy testing as well. So we're going to be doing full-scale allergy testing. We're going to be testing with things like SIBO, which is like bacterial overgrowth in the stomach and stuff, in the gut. And then we'll just do like full-scale allergy testing on certain meats, on certain kind of with your lactose, that kind of stuff, and see whether there's anything we need to kind of pull out closer to a show to stop you having these issues post-show.
We ate and it was okay, right? Because obviously it wasn't fully dehydrated. I had vodka in the body, so even though it's not the best fluid, I had some vodka in the kidney, in the liver, rather than going total dehydration. Because obviously don't take diuretics. Yeah. So, but then I was eating, it was okay. The second I ate fucking ice cream, it just come right out of me.
I think if you deprive yourself of things for such a long period of time during prep, and then you start having them again, there may well be some kind of, you know, inflammation response per se. What we tend to find is, especially with females who are on extremely low calories and are really kind of close quarters in terms of just chicken and rice and very basic foods, what they get post-show is when they go for like when they go and get cookies and stuff like that, they have a massive inflammation response, you know, the gut distends and everything. We had a girl not so long ago, and she actually became, as you just mentioned, she became lactose intolerant, even though there was no sign of lactose intolerance before. You know, she used to love ice cream and stuff like that, and then as soon as she started eating post-show, everything was an issue. You know, gluten was an issue, lactose was an issue, absolutely everything. it's finding the right foods to have post-show and kind of implementing little bits at a time rather than just going, I finished my show, I'm going to go and get a Five Guys, I'm going to get 50 burgers and cookies galore. And
put myself in hospital by just pigging out. And because everyone like now, there's no reason to, because in the day, food's going to be there, innit? You know, even when you can do all these cookies and you do all this dieting, the cookie dealer or, you know, cookies or whatever, or your corner shop's going to be there and get the cookies, you know what I mean? So, to me, it's all the time, no point pigging out. Like, after our show Saturday, all we done, what do we have? I got a bit of the 2 pieces of chicken, a little bit of ice cream, and then I was sound the next day, and then at the KFC, and I thought for me, that was sound rather than just pigging out. Just get the small.
So I think you know yourself now that you can't just go and have whatever the hell you want. I know it's like an award thing that bodybuilders do post-show, and the first thing they want to do is go and eat, and I understand that because they deprive themselves so much over a certain time, but from your body's perspective, you kind of got to realise you're dehydrated after you come off stage, you know, even for a few hours afterwards. You then go and having a load of salt, which probably doesn't do the best thing for you either. You're then going to have a load of fat from certain foods and stuff, and your body's just thinking, what the canal's going on here, do you know what I mean? So it's really stabilising yourself post-show, getting yourself in a position where your body's at, you know, as normal as possible, and then if you want to go and have a treat, go and have a treat, rather than just picking out straight away.
See the matching blend there, lads?
I see it.
Hey.
I'll pull this off you, mate. Let's go.
Pink and blue, lads. Double roll.
Your triceps are fucking mad.
Is any vodka in there, Nate?
Shitload, lads. I've got 4 ounces in that, lad. pure AU body in the body. Didn't even get a smiley face or a fucking lollipop there. Didn't get nothing, just a fucking plaster.
You've been a brave boy, mate.
No SpongeBob plaster, no lollipop, fucking hell. Do you reckon I need to finger on any blood, yeah?
What's that?
Take any blood out?
We'll have a look at your bloods. If you've got, if there's any signs of polycythemia or anything like that, we'll have a look at draining some blood as well. We can do that venesection, that's all. What we could do something like an isovolemic venesection.
What's that?
It's basically where we take 450 ml of blood out, and then we pump your book back full of around 500 millilitres of saline with additives to it as well. It helps with like the fluid balances and stuff.
Yeah.
Very good.
So, now that cheers. Gotta do the fist pump, you know, COVID and that. So guys, as you've seen, being the guys with Blood Lab, they always look after me. I hope that helped you as much as it helped me. And you know, everything set aside, you know, the main thing is look after your health. This sport, you know, takes a lot of impact on the body. And a lot of us neglect it. I lived so many years. You know, for me now, you know, I've got a family, I've got 2 kids. You know, health is key. So guys, all I say to you is look after yourselves, look after your family and your loved ones, get your bloods done and take care. Peace.